Next year, you can guarantee a spot on a Mardi Gras parade float.
And we take a look at this year's holiday food and pass holder benefits.
This is episode 534 of the Unofficial Universal Orlando Podcast. Hello, everybody. I am Michelle, your host for today, and with me I have Lee Malaby.
Hello, everyone.
And Lee Malaby.
You can tell it's getting to that time of year. I think this is the first time that you and I have just recorded one on our own.
I think so.
I've done one with Chris. I've obviously done loads with Tracy, but I think this is the first time you and I. So Chris is in Colorado gathering snow for the weekender, I do believe.
I know. They look so cute, those little Floridians in the snow.
Yes, Alexa was desperate for snow, and then when she got it, she was like, oh, I don't know whether I actually like this or not.
I know. I like snow when it's pretty and fresh
yes,
and only around
inside.
Christmas time.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm good.
Tracy's currently locked in the bedroom upstairs getting her schoolwork out the way so we can go to Florida next week.
Yay!
I can't believe it's next week.
I know. It's been 2 years since I've seen your cute little bald head.
I'm not quite sure. That's what she said is what Chris would say at this point.
Oh, God. Oh, that's bad. On that note, let's jump into some little things with Seth.
This is Seth Kabursky, author of The Unofficial Guide to Universal Orlando, and I am back with a bite-sized edition of all the little things to get you ready for Thanksgiving. I actually haven't been spending much time at the Universal Orlando Resort because this past weekend was IAAPA, the big annual expo of the International Association of Amusement Parks and Attractions, held every year at the Orange County Convention Center on International Drive. Universal Orlando doesn't have an official presence on the show floor, but I got to check out lots of new products that might make it into the park someday, as well as chat with some of the vendors and ride manufacturers who contribute to Universal, such as Dynamic Attractions and Thinkwell. Universal's sister parks in Beijing and Tokyo both won IAAPA Brass Ring Awards, so congratulations to them. Over at the Universal Orlando Resort, the holidays are already in full swing. I got to attend a media event previewing all of the holiday happenings. There isn't a lot that's brand new, but all of your favorites are back. Here's a few notes. The Grinch meet and greet is back, but it has moved inside Seuss Landing over to Honk Honkers. That'll hopefully give it a little more elbow room. A virtual queue system is used for that, so be sure you scan the QR code outside of Honk Honkers in order to get yourself in line for that Grinch meet and greet. If you're a big fan of the Grinch, you're also going to want to head over to the Tribute Store in Universal Studios Florida, where they've put a wax mold of the Grinch. Just be very careful. He seems to be quite delicate around the neck area, and you don't want him to lose his head. If you love those wax molds, you're also going to want to stop over by the Green and Red Coconut Club, which has been taken over with a Christmas theme, including a new Santa mold machine. And, of course, you can't forget about Krampus, the evil cousin of Santa Claus,
yes,
who now has his own store over in Islands of Adventure. Yes, the Lost Continent All Hallows store has now gone Krampus for the Christmas season. Looking ahead to the next big holiday season, Mardi Gras is coming sooner than you think, and this year there is going to be a Mardi Gras float dinner. However, if you don't like the idea of paying for something that used to be free, be aware that there should still be a limited number of space available seats offered the day of inside the parks to guests. And if you're staying at one of the hotels, it always pays to ask the concierge if they can help you out with a float ride. If you are a member of the United States military, you might be interested in the new Military Freedom Pass, which is now on sale. It can be purchased for just $199 per adult for a 2-park pass, And an extra $35 gets you a 3-park pass that includes Volcano Bay. These are park-to-park passes with a limited number of blackout dates, and they'll be good all the way through December of 2023. Talk to your base benefits office about purchasing one, or check on Universal's website. Finally, we're going to close up with a couple of sad bits of demolition news. Bone Chillin', the frozen drink stand immediately outside the Classic Monsters Cafe, which used to have Frankenstein's monster, the creature from the Black Lagoon, and the Wolfman as giant statues on top of it, has been demolished. And if you visited Universal back in the 80s, you might remember the Mystery Funhouse that used to be across the street from the main entrance. That entertainment complex has long since been closed and was used as a information center and training facility for Westgate Resorts for many years. Now it looks like the structure has finally been leveled, and another little piece of Orlando history has been wiped off the map. And last but not least, my biggest little piece of news this week is that the Unofficial Guide to Universal Orlando 2023 edition has finally arrived and can now be purchased and shipped to your home. Be sure to pick up a copy for you and all your friends and family this holiday season. That's all for now. I'm Seth Kuberski, co-author of the Unofficial Guides, and I'll be back in a few more weeks with another look at all the little things that are new around the Universal Orlando Resort.
I could hear the smile in Seth's voice as he shamelessly plugged the Unofficial Guide there.
I know, it was cute. Fun fact about me, I started my adult love of the theme parks, my reignited love of the theme parks, I should say, on Seth's Unofficial Guide to Walt Disney World.
Okay.
Yeah. So back when Krissa was 2 years old, so 9 years ago, we planned a big family get together to Disney World, and I didn't have a lot of money at that time, but I splurged on that Unofficial Guide and annoyed the heck out of my family that trip because I had just about every page of that damn guide earmarked for my, over planning of my trip. So
if there's something you need to know about Universal or Disney for that matter, and it's not in those books, then it's not worth knowing.
Correct. Yep. So good guide. It definitely is a good read for people who people who love the books, but also people who have never been before. It really is
for sure.
It really is fun if you're a planner, for sure.
Yes.
But let's back up a little bit. Because before he mentioned that, he mentioned something very important. That would be the Krampus All Hallow-Eves Boutique. What?
Yes, I told Tracy about it yesterday, and she was like, oh my God, that is, like, if there's one thing less than the Grinch that she likes, like, just on the next thing, it's like Krampus. I love that they've turned that store into, like, an unofficial kind of tribute store over islands.
It's it's small, but it's such a cute little cubby hole of a store, and I don't want to see any pictures. I want to be surprised next week.
We don't have to wait long. We'll be in there before you.
I can't wait. That is so cool.
The Grinch mold, yes, for definite. You know damn well we'll be in there getting one for Tracy.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll be interested to see how we get on with the virtual line for the Grinch meet and greet. Because apparently they go online at 9 a.m. So, damn well Tracy's going to be cracking the whip at me to get that virtual line at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Yes.
I mean, I really want to meet you.
You got to get it for all of us.
Yeah. Michelle, did you get a chance to go into the Dead Coconut Club when you were there?
I did. Yep. I didn't actually have any drinks or
no, but just enough
anything.
To get wander around. So yeah,
we walked around, took pictures.
Yeah, we never got a chance to go in there, so I'm quite excited to actually make the effort to get in the new one, the Green and Red Coconut Club. And it sounds like, I know from Chris talking to the manager, that this is going to be a year-round thing now, and they're just going to retheme it to something like they'll do a Mardi Gras, something in the summer. Why not?
That's such a good idea.
It really is, for somewhere that never got used. I mean, I didn't even realise where it was until we went up there to see it in September.
Right. But it's a cool little place. Krista walked in with us and she felt like she was in trouble because it was a bar.
Yeah.
So the whole time she was like, Mama, can we leave? Can we leave? I'm like, you're fine, Krista. I'm telling you, you're fine. But yeah, so the green and red coconut club, that sounds pretty cool too. We'll have to go in there. I don't know where we're going to squeeze it in during the weekender, but we'll try our damnedest.
Even if we just stick our heads in. I mean, I've had a look at some of the drinks. The drinks look pretty cool. I think it was, who was in there? Name check. Someone in the producers club. I want to say it was Adam. It was Austin Cleary. There you go. He went in opening day and he posted in there, I think I posted it on our Instagram, the menu for the drinks, and there's some mocktails in there, which is good because I think we complained at Horror Nights that there wasn't any or many non-alcoholic drinks, and not everybody drinks, so it's good to see that they've got that in there. But again, why not? I love that they're taking these locations that rarely get used for anything else and doing these overlays, and the fact that it is a changeable one means it's different every time you go.
Right. And I mean, with the tribute store, I think they really realize that people are into themes.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, yeah, people really like dig this. So let's do it somewhere else too. I mean, it makes total sense. And when we went in there, it wasn't like, it was still daytime. It was in the evening. The sun hadn't gone down yet. And it was jamming in there. The dance floor was full of people. The bartender was, busy the whole time making drinks. It looks like it's pretty successful.
Well, I think if I remember rightly, Chris mentioned it a couple of episodes back. He was talking to the manager, and they made what they expected to make for the entire run of Horror Nights in the first week.
Wow.
And then doubled it the next weekend. So yeah, why wouldn't you?
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. I'll tell you what, I am disappointed that Seth hasn't mentioned in here, because it hasn't happened. I guess we're not getting the opening of that escape room before we come out.
I haven't seen anything about it, so that's kind of a bummer.
It sounds like the testing. I've seen pictures and people telling me that they've seen people going in and out of it and stuff, so it's there. Unless we get an announcement this week, and then the chances of getting in will be non-existent because it will be rammed.
Right. Such
a shame.
Before we move on, there's one more piece of news that isn't technically Universal, but I'm going to tie it to Universal. Okay, so hear me out.
Okay.
So literally just announced that Bob Iger is coming back as CEO. And
is that actually official?
It is, yep.
Okay, because I've seen it about a lot today, and I was like, it seems a bit weird.
Effective immediately.
Okay.
So I have to wonder, with the announcement that we made recently about the theme park rankings and the sales and how much Universal kicked Disney's asses, I have to wonder if that had something to do with the board over at Disney realizing they needed to make some changes fast.
I've heard there's a couple of people reached out to me. And I've heard a lot of people talking about that theme park numbers. They aren't as definitive as I think we talked about, because you need to take into consideration that last year Disney weren't allowing as many people in as Universal as well because of the park reservation system and stuff. So it's still a little skewed. But you can see by going to Universal just how much more busy it is than it used to be.
Oh, yeah. So much busier. And even if you're not looking at the crowds in the parks, look at the hotel availability.
Yeah.
Whereas I used to be able to book a hotel, last minute, a month before I was going. Now I've got to book my Halloween Horror Nights a year in advance.
Don't say that. I know Stuart Mallet and Claire, they've just come back, and he said, I don't think we'll do Disney again for a long, long time, just because of how expensive it is, just how much of a hassle it is. It's really putting people off.
Well, the Genie Plus thing was a complete fail. In my opinion, total fail. Worst thing they could have ever invested in. It doesn't work. And in order to ride the best rides in the parks now, you pretty much have to spend more money.
See, I hate that.
Like, I really want to take Krista over to ride Guardians of the Galaxy next week. And I know in order to get on it, I'm going to have to spend $15 for each of us to buy the pass.
To be fair, I think if that was an option on Hagrid's at the moment, I might actually take it up.
Well, I mean, even with Hagrid's, like, I waited in line for that one. It said it was 2 hours. It wasn't. It was more like an hour. Like,
only
that's
an
worth
hour.
it for me.
Is it an hour?
Yeah.
Really? I think me and Raymond went on it when we were there in September, and I think we queued like 55 minutes. But if you go on the app, it's rarely below. I don't think we saw it below 55 minutes when we were there.
Well, like I said, it said 2 hours when we hopped in line, but it really was only more like an hour. So I don't know. Disney definitely I think that the people behind the scenes know that that some bad decisions have been made over the past couple of years. And they need to fix it.
They just saw an opportunity, knowing that the capacity for the higher attraction wait times were there to allow people, like, it wasn't because Disney don't, other than like before Genie Plus, they didn't offer like a paid for Fast Pass system, did they? They'd never done anything like Express Pass.
No, they just had that free Fast Pass system, which I wasn't ever a fan of, but I loved it a lot more than I do Genie Plus.
Yeah, because I think there was talk for a long time. This is going completely off topic. The Max Pass that's over at Disneyland, I think there was rumours of that kind of coming over a bit, wasn't it? Which was a bit more like Express Pass.
Which would have been fabulous. Yeah. It was a kind of a mixture between Genie Plus and Fast Pass. I don't know why they didn't just do Max Pass. It worked great. But anyway, the point of the whole conversation was that I really think that Universal kicking their butts had something to do with that decision. I really do.
Without a doubt.
Yep.
Because if they don't, I think Disney have rested on their laurels for so long, thinking, Universal never catches up. And then they kind of did a little bit, and then COVID happened, and they really caught up. And then knowing that you've got Epic Universe coming down the line as well,
yep,
I would be panicking if I was a Disney shareholder.
I just find it funny. Like finally, I feel like the tides have turned, and Disney's kind of shaking in their boots a little bit, which is that's kind of interesting to me. Anyway,
worries me a little bit that Universal will start going, because they know they've got the crowds now. Will they start doing those sort of nickel and dime things?
I hope not.
Well, moving on. There's a great segue, actually. Seth mentioned it in there. So next year, they're going to have this Mardi Gras float, ride and dine experience. So the spiel that came out was this new offering is available on select dates from February 4th through April 16th, 2023 as part of next year's Mardi Gras International Flavors of Carnival, and includes the exclusive opportunity to be part of the festivities by reserving a spot to toss beads from a Mardi Gras parade float, which is awesome. It really is. During the event's dazzling parade, plus guests can enjoy a 3-course meal with selections from the full menu at one of 4 participating restaurants: Cowfish, NBC Sports Grill and Brew, Finnegan's and Lombard's. This experience includes 1 appetizer, 1 entree, 1 dessert and 1 non-alcoholic beverage, and is $64.99 plus tax per person. It also includes, as we've said there, a Mardi Gras parade float rider reservation on the same day. And if you want to book that, you can purchase this experience and reserve your spot by calling 407-224-7554. And if you are an annual or seasonal pass holder, you will get a 15% discount off the ticket price with a valid annual or seasonal pass when purchasing in person at the front gate or guest services, or by calling that number. And this worried me ever so slightly, because I'm like, exactly what I said. Is this Universal finally going, this is something we've offered for free for many, many years. How can we make money on it?
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of are, but Seth mentioned it there as well. I can't imagine that they will sell enough of these every night of Mardi Gras to fill all those parade floats.
No, I don't think so.
Which means you will still get tons of opportunity to get on a parade float, but if you're absolutely desperate to do it and you know you're going to eat at one of these restaurants, it's not a bad deal. A 3-course meal at one of those,
Exactly.
plus a reservation, so you can guarantee getting on a parade float. It's not bad.
I mean, an appetizer, an entree, a dessert, and a drink at Cowfish easily costs probably close to $50. Just that alone.
So you're paying $15 to get on a parade float. I don't think that's bad.
Right.
And you don't have to do it. You don't have to. That's the difference. They're not forcing you. My issue would be if you don't buy this, you're not getting on a parade float. But knowing it's still a lottery, but you still have a chance to get on one, they're not forcing you to do this. So you don't have to do that. You can still go in the lottery and still potentially get a chance to go on one. But if you want to guarantee it, then do this. That's what I like about it.
Right. And like for me, if I would probably already going to be eating at Cowfish anyway. So I'd be like, well, let me just pay this extra $15. Then I don't have to worry about waiting around, to try to get a pass to get on the float, and it just simplifies it. So,
and it's, I mean, I've been whinging on this podcast for years that Universal don't offer more like upcharge things. I don't want them to go all out like Disney do and start doing upcharge on upcharge on upcharge, but just offer things. I think we did a whole show on it a few years ago about like if you're going for a wedding anniversary, a birthday, or something like that, and you want to make it special, there isn't a lot of options at Universal. There's no Disney do dessert parties or character meals or all of this. Universal don't offer a lot of them at all.
I don't know why we don't have character meals back. That is something that baffles me. Those are back at Disney in full force. Why have they not brought them back at Universal?
To be honest, even before COVID, there was only one.
There were two. There was the Minions one, and then there was the Marvel one.
But the Marvel dinner one wasn't on that much. I'm not even sure if it stopped before COVID. They've really struggled over the years to do character meals Universal, because we've done two. We did one in Confisco Grill back in 2009, which was phenomenal. The food was great, the character interaction was fantastic, it was so good. And then we did the Superstar Character Breakfast over at La Bamba in 2013, and that was okay, but they've always really struggled. They've always done it we're going to either do one in Islands or one in Studios. They don't do both.
I know, and I don't get it. I did the Minion one a few times, and that was fun. You had a couple of Minions. You had Gru, you had the girls. So that was a fun one for me. I never did the Marvel one.
No, I think Chris and Alexa did it. They reviewed it for us on the podcast, and they said it was okay.
Well, there's so many great characters that Universal has that they could do interactions with. I don't know why they haven't capitalized on that yet.
No, they've never really managed to find it like Disney do. I mean, Disney must make a fortune out of those character meals.
Oh God, yeah.
They're not even that good.
Waitressing is one of the highest coveted jobs at Disney
because of the tips.
Because of the guaranteed tips, especially at the character restaurants. Because they're guaranteed to be booked out solid, and they're guaranteed tips.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish, again, it's another one of those things. They are embracing these things a little bit more, with like the Bayou Boil at Mardi Gras, your RIP tours at Horror Nights, and they don't do any dessert parties, do they? I'm surprised they haven't. Mm-mm. They did one, didn't they do one during the holidays?
Yeah, they did.
For Cinematic Spectacular. It wasn't that, it was attached to Cinematic Spectacular, wasn't it? Yeah, and then it only lasted like 1 year, and then they stopped doing it again. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because they used to do another one as well, didn't they, where it was up in, I think he was at Lombard's, and then you went out on the back patio at Lombard's to watch Cinematic Spectacular, because everyone was laughing that if you got it at the wrong time and it was windy, you would get sprayed by the water. But they've never managed to find one that sticks and kind of roll it out for a long time. They seem to come and stay for a little bit and then go away. They've never managed to figure it out.
Right.
But I like this.
The dessert parties I kind of understand, because they don't really have a setup necessarily for that. in an area that makes sense. The character meals, though, like they've got so many restaurants. Why in the world can you not do character meals?
Well, I think do scare actor dine. I don't understand. Like they've proved they can do it. All right, your experience this year wasn't great, but then obviously they've had to work with the logistics of doing it in a place that they've never had to do it before.
Right.
But they still prove they can do it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't understand why. Like, Horror Nights seems to be a completely different beast. They seem to manage to be able to do things for Horror Nights that they can't do in the parks during the day. It's weird.
It's different people are in charge.
Strange. Well, they need to talk to those people because apparently they know what they're doing and the rest of them don't. Sorry if anyone's listening.
We all know how that works with communication. We love Universal tremendously, but communication behind the scenes does not always seem super effective.
But this is a great option. I think, like I say, I think if it was your only option of getting on a parade floor, I would be a little skeptical of it. But the fact you don't, you can still do it the other way if you want. But if you want to guarantee it, then you've got this option, and there's some definite benefit there with getting a meal as well. Why not? Yeah,
I mean, I think it sounds like a good deal.
Yep, for definite.
Awesome.
Hey everyone, it's just Lee from the future. After recording this episode, we saw on the internet that Universal have announced that they are closing the water taxis because of a renovation of the water taxi dock at City Walk. They will be not in operation from December 1st to December 7th. Yay! That's when we're there. Awesome, no water taxis? Brilliant. Well done, Universal. Chuffed to bits by that. But seriously, we just wanted to let you guys know because I know there'll be people there for a certain meetup. There are also people coming out for the weekender, and this is going to cause potential logistical nightmares. So forewarned is forearmed. Bring your calm, and they did not pick a good time to do this, especially not for us. Anyway, just wanted to let you know. So back on with the show.
All right, well, let's move on to some Producers Club birthdays. All right. Since Tracy's not here,
I know.
I guess I shall start us off.
Sorry, everyone.
All right. So starting off in just a few days from this recording on November 24th, we have Chris Azell. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Chris. We will see Chris shortly. He's coming to the weekend.
Yes, I know. So excited. And then next we have Richard Baker on November 26th. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Jeremy Duncan on November 27th. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I need to decide who's getting Chris's Feliz Cumpleaños.
I know, that's all you this time. On November 30th, we have Adam Dworkin. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Adam.
December 5th. Gosh, we're already almost into December.
It's a good job Trish is not here. She's already
too fast
she's already panicking.
Yikes. Okay, Daniel Johnson on December 5th. Happy birthday, Daniel.
Happy birthday.
I so hope I'm going to pronounce this name correctly. Ramiz Alos on December 8th. Does that sound right, Lee?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go for that. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
December 9th. Oh, these are all consecutive. December 9th, we have Rob Steer. Happy birthday, Rob.
Happy birthday. December
10th, Dominic Chippewa. Ooh, that's an awesome name. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dominic.
December 11th, Betsy Wharton. Happy birthday, Betsy.
Happy birthday. All the December
I need
babies.
to catch my breath. Okay, Lee, you do some now.
Okay, coming in on December 13th, I think I'm doing the top 40 countdown.
I know.
Danny Brigham. Happy birthday, Danny.
Happy birthday, Danny.
And of course, the man himself, who we will see again in a week or so's time, Mr. Joe Smithwick. Feliz cumpleaños, buddy.
Happy birthday, Joe. Can't wait to give you a hug next week.
I haven't seen him for so long.
I know.
On December 16th, we have Paul Edwards' birthday. Happy birthday, Paul.
Happy birthday, Paul.
I'll take this next two. We've got birthday twins. Unfortunately, Stephanie is not coming this time. So on December 19th, we have Stephanie Grant. Happy birthday, Stephanie.
Happy birthday, Stephanie.
And Holly Carter's birthday. Happy birthday, Holly.
Happy birthday, Holly.
And then on December 20th, we have more birthday twins. We have Michelle Liloya. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Michelle.
And our good buddy, Connor Webber. Happy birthday, Connor.
Happy birthday, Connor.
I hope we get to see Connor.
That probably would have been Chris's Feliz Cumpleaños.
I think it might have been, actually. Shall I continue?
Yeah,
I
go
want to
ahead.
jump in. We've got birthday twins again. There's too many. And on the December 21st, our very own and Michelle's other Russia Fear co-host, Miss Maddie Willett. Happy birthday, Maddie.
Oh, happy birthday, Maddie.
And then on the 21st, we have John Gregory's birthday. Happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday, John.
And then before I forget, on December 22nd, it is my lovely wife Tracy's birthday. Happy birthday, Tracy.
Oh, happy early birthday, Tracy.
She's not going to hear this, so it doesn't matter anyway, but she can't have a go at me if someone says, he didn't read your birthday out.
There you go.
And then on December 23rd, we also have birthday twins. We have Turner Gray's birthday. Happy birthday, Turner.
Happy birthday, Turner.
It's sad when you have to wish yourself a happy birthday as well, isn't it?
And Lee Malaby's birthday on December 23rd. Happy birthday, Lee.
Oh my God, I'm like 100 this year, I think. I feel like it. On December 24th, Christmas Eve, we have Todd Sloan's birthday.
Ah, happy birthday, Todd.
Happy birthday. Do you want to take over the last three?
Yes.
Go on then.
On December 28th, we have the lovely Grace Wiley's birthday. Happy birthday, Grace.
Happy birthday, Grace. And please, please make sure Tracy doesn't spend too much money in that BTS shop.
Oh, Lordy.
Yes, I know.
And then December 29th, we have Lauren Grigg. Happy birthday, Lauren.
Happy birthday, Lauren.
And bringing up the rear, last but not least, we have Maureen Deal on December 31st. Happy birthday, Maureen.
Happy birthday, Maureen. I'm sad we're not going to get to see you at the weekend now. It's so sad. Bloody work.
I know.
Just sack it off. Who needs to work?
Jobs. We should just all quit them all.
I mean, it would be nice, trust me. I'm
Well,
right there at the moment.
Half of America isn't working now, so there's that.
Michelle, you can't say that.
It's very true.
I'm sure it is, but let's not get into politics, dear.
Okay.
Man, we need a vacation.
Oh, I got this.
Whoa, that's awesome. But I was thinking something a little more adventurous.
Okay, how about this?
Yes!
Woo! How about some relaxation from Mama?
Oh, perfect. How did you do that?
Easy. PortKey Vacations.
For your next vacation, let PortKey Vacations take away all the guesswork and stress of planning. From air and hotel to theme park tickets and everything else in between, they've got you covered. Just visit PortKeyVacations.com and touch the PortKey to get started with your free, no-obligation quote request. With just one touch, and PortKey Vacations will magically take you wherever you want to go.
All right, well, let's move on to something fun. Play me the bow, pick a bow, bow clip.
Pick a bow bow. Bow. Pick a bow bow. Bow. Pick a bow bow. Bow, pick a bow bow, baby.
Hi, this is Gretchen and my sister Adelie. We're from South Carolina, and we just went to Bend the Bow and tried the kimchi, the veggie, and the crab cake bao buns. Adelie, what did you think of the kimchi?
I would give it a 3, but I would give it a 5 if they could put extra sauce directly on the bread and then also on top. I think the sauce just wasn't evenly distributed, so you'd get a bite of plain and then you get too much sauce.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was tasty, like the flavors were good, but there was way too much bun. And my bun felt just like extra greasy too. So I felt like part of the bites were like delicious and then part were like just greasy and no extra flavor.
That's what she said.
What did you think of your veggie? I would give it a 3 too, but what did you think of your veggie?
Also the same. It was missing a wow factor for me. I was really happy to get the vegetables in it though, because it made me feel somewhat healthy this trip. But I think it was just missing one element. I'm not sure what it was.
Okay. I really did like my crab cake one. I would definitely eat that one again. So the crab cake was like a bigger size, and so it like felt evenly distributed around the bun. So like every bite was like a good, I don't know, umami flavor, I guess you'd say. Crabby, crunchy. And yeah, it was just really good flavor all the way around. So I definitely give that one a 4. I think the price is the only thing that kind of makes me go, I don't know if it's a good value. But if somebody were to buy me the crab cake one again, I would eat that over and over again. So there's our review. Yeah, thanks.
I don't know why my mind went to a very filthy spot listening to them talking about their buns. But anyway, I do apologise, Gretchen, if you're listening back to this.
Oh, gosh. That opening is just the best thing ever in the whole world.
Trust me and Tracy have been sat on it for months and we were desperate to play it. It never worked out that you and Chris were on at the same time. And John swore us not to play it until the pair of you were on.
That was so good.
So yes, Tracy and I will be doing our Bow Pick a Bow Bow shortly, as it is the plan to go and eat there on our first night. But if you want to get involved, all you've got to do is go to Bend the Bow, buy any of them, try them, pull out your phone, record us a little message rating them out of 5, 1 being ugh and 5 being
oh, hell yeah.
And send them to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. We've got quite a few at the moment, actually. People seem to finally be embracing it, and we should have a few after the weekend as well, seeing as though that is part of the weekend.
Yep.
Speaking of which...
Speaking of the Weekender, it is coming up crazy quick, too quick, although I'm super excited to give all the hugs.
Yes.
From an event planner standpoint, not at all ready.
No.
But it's okay. It'll still be fun.
There might be some weird energy going on of people being completely frazzled when we get out there.
Yeah. It's only a little under 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It is at Universal Orlando, if you don't know by now, taking place from Friday, December 2nd to Sunday, December the 4th.
Only event day tickets are available, so the general admission, and those will be available until November 28th. So head over to UUOP Weekender 2022.eventbrite.com to grab yours ASAP.
I like the fact that the tickets end the day Tracy and I travel.
Yes. It's gonna be fun. Don't listen to us. We will have it all ready to go by next week. I promise.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, but it was so fun back in 2019. Everybody became such good friends. Lee was just talking about how a group of friends that met at the Weekender in 2019 just got together and met up and did, Halloween together and multiple parks and rented a house together. Some people were from Jersey. Some people were from where's Stuart from?
Stuart
Scotland?
is from Belfast. God, Stuart, I do apologise for Michelle, by the way.
I'm sorry.
Tell the difference
I don't remember.
between
It's been
Scottish
a long time
and
since
Irish.
I booked him. Irish. I'm so sorry.
But yeah, it's crazy. It still blows my mind to know how many friendships out there are because of us. It's crazy. Like people who don't even live in the same state or even the same country. It's crazy.
Yeah, so crazy. But all because of this little thing called the Weekender. So
I think it's a little thing called UUOP, to be fair, but the Weekender doesn't.
Well, UUOP, the Weekender.
Credit where credit's due, Michelle.
Yeah. Anyway, it's going to be lots of fun. Can't wait to give all the hugs and see everybody. It's going to be a good time.
Before we jump on, listener Michelle Trimble got in touch with us. Do you remember on episode 518 when someone asked us to recommend which hotel they would stay in as a family of 5?
Yes.
And we recommended Dockside or Surfside, and we said because you can pool hop. Well, not apparently, because I actually reached out to Universal just to clarify as well. If you are staying at Dockside and Surfside, you can only pool swap between those 2 hotels. You cannot use the other ones on site. Or vice versa.
Oh, well, not that anybody would want to leave Hard Rock to go swim.
No, but apparently,
outside,
so the pools at Dockside and Surfside are only for people at Dockside and Surfside, but you cannot, as a guest at Dockside or Surfside, go and pool hop to one of the other ones either. So yeah, we just wanted to clarify that. And something else I want to mention, I meant to mention it after Bend the Bow. So going back to last year's Rate My Crepe, the holiday crepe has now been added to the menu, and Tracy's very excited to try that crepe because otherwise she would probably not get one because there's nothing on there she was interested in, but now, yes.
What's the holiday crepe?
It's a turkey one with gravy and some
just
stuff
stuffing?
on it. Yes.
Oh, yes. That was my favorite one.
Yes. So I know if we ever go to that dirty place down the road and we go to that sandwich place that's at the dirty place at Springs, Tracy always gets the holiday sandwich from there. Like, it doesn't matter what time of year it is. So
yeah, this crepe is so good.
yeah,
so
have
good.
to try it. Cool.
Very good. All right. Speaking of the holiday season
And food.
Universal will once again look after their annual pass holders. So let's take a look at the benefits.
Again, they really have. So pass holders can make the most of the holidays at Universal by getting 35% on select, by saving 35% on select rooms at Universal Orlando Resort hotels, if you can find some rooms.
Yep.
I think a few have opened up recently, haven't they? There's a certain thing going on where they tend to book rooms, and some of those seem to have become available.
Yeah, I think that's probably the deal. There's people block rooms, and they just kind of if they don't meet the deadline, then they'll release those. So yeah, there have been a few opening up lately, but you got to snag them when you see them because they're gone minutes later. Yes. Okay. You can also spruce up your ride with this cool new decal from November 12th through December 31st, or while supplies last. Pass holders can receive one free UOAP card decal, which can be picked up from either the UOAP Lounge in Studios, Florida, from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily, or Tune Extra in Islands of Adventure from park open to park close.
I will be getting one of those because it's free.
Amen.
Pass holders can enjoy a Universal Holiday Parade featuring Macy's on select dates from a special viewing area in front of Mel's Drive-In. That doesn't seem like a bad place. I assume
it's a great place, actually.
Yeah, I assume the parade runs the same route as the Mardi Gras one does.
Yep.
Then that's a great, because you'll see it come out and go back in then.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. I sat there, 2 years ago with Krissa, and it was a great space to watch.
We might try that because I'm hoping Tracy and I get to see it multiple times. So yeah, I might check that out first. Cool.
Yep. Pass holders can purchase an exclusive menu item at Confisco Grill in Islands of Adventure from November 12th through December 31st. To order a pass holder exclusive menu item, ask a venue team member for assistance. At this location, the wild mushroom and short rib risotto is for pass holders only. This is a porcini infused arborio rice, seasonal wild mushrooms, red wine short rib ragu, and shaved Parmesan. And that is $23.95 plus tax.
That seems a little expensive.
A little bit, yeah.
I wasn't impressed. Tracy and I, neither of us were impressed with Confisco Grill when we went in September, to be honest, and that's not something that would drag me in there. But yeah, why not?
Yeah, me neither. I'm not a big fan of mushrooms.
A lot of people aren't. I don't mind them. Yeah, so this is interesting. Going back to when you can pick your decal up, that might change because according to this, the UOAP Lounge presented by Coca-Cola, in case you didn't know that, will be open for annual pass and seasonal pass holders from park open to park close. From November 12th to December 18th.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's good because I always seem to miss the lounge. It seems to be always closed when I think about it. All valid 3-park pass holders can start splashing sooner with early park admission at Volcano Bay, 30 minutes prior to park opening from November 12th through December 31st.
You would just say that all of these things take place from November 12th through December 31st, unless otherwise stated.
Pretty much, yeah.
Light up your holiday house starting November 10th. It's already gone. When pass holders can purchase a commemorative 2022 pass holder candle for $26 plus tax. Jesus, that's expensive and all. I wonder what is it a smelly one? A smelly
That's what
candle.
I was going to say. What do pass holders smell like?
That's a question we do not want to ask.
Okay, starting on November 10th, pass holders can purchase an exclusive holiday t-shirt for $28 plus tax, as well as UOP's
No, it's not UUOPs. We haven't got any.
I know. UOAPs can purchase an exclusive holiday ornament.
Okay, now I think I've seen the holiday shirt, and if it's the one I'm thinking, it's got Earl the Squirrel on it, and it looks awesome.
Yeah, it's cute.
There's some of the merch this year is pretty cool. The I don't know if you've seen the freestyle cups. There's like a generic sort of Christmas one, and then there's the Earl the Squirrel one. It's so cool.
I haven't seen them yet.
Oh, it's so cool. And finally, don't miss the Holiday White Sangria available at all 8 Universal Orlando hotels, as well as the Fig and Mascarpone Gelato, which is only available at participating hotels. Cool. Again,
Gelato. I'm assuming that will be at Portofino. We'll have to try that.
Probably. Yeah, I love again that Universal really look after their annual pass holders. Again, that's something going back to the conversation we had earlier about them potentially getting a little too big for the boots. They haven't got to that point yet where they sort of belittling their pass holders. They're still giving things that they don't have to, honestly.
Yep. Very true.
Yeah, it's cool. I love it. I like being a pass holder.
Me too. I got to renew mine before next week.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a quick look at some of the awesome food that is available during the holidays at Universal Orlando. I just was telling Lee that I've gained like 50 pounds since he saw me in 2019. So yes, let's just eat some more.
Oh, I'm bringing my stretchy pants for definite. So of course we are experiencing this. Tracy is very excited. The Grinch and Friends character breakfast. So we've got, let's have a look. Mayor Augustus's green eggs and ham pizza. Yes, please. The Grinch green pancakes, yes. There will be a gluten-sensitive option available upon request for that one. Berry Lou Who's shakshuka. Any ideas what that is?
No idea.
But that is, what's GS? I looked these up as well. Vegan
gluten-sensitive.
Gluten-sensitive, there you go. Apparently not gluten. So, yeah, Martha May's baked French toast. Yes, please. I love a French toast. That is vegan. Lou Who's green eggs, of course. That is gluten-sensitive and vegan. Stew Lou Who's scrambled eggs. I don't know what makes them special.
I don't know either.
Calamella's chicken and waffles. I mean, this is breakfast.
They didn't have that last time I went to this.
You can also get Calamella's chicken and waffles with hot honey.
Ooh.
Okay. Mount Crumpet biscuits and gravy. Cindy Lou's Who Hash. Overnight oats. I really want to try overnight oats, so I will be trying them for definite. Chia pudding, whatever that is. Assorted fruits. Assorted mini croissants. Green egg brownie pop. Interesting. A Grinch cookie. Sugar donuts. Cookie treat for Max. Spice cake. A red velvet hearts. And all vegan options for most of them are available on request. And yes, I think, to quote Tracy, she would say this, you will be rolling us out of there when we finish that on Saturday.
It is definitely a very sugary breakfast.
It sounds really good. And I know we've watched, to give a plug, Vincent, I don't know whether watch Vincent Vision on YouTube. He went to it, I think it was opening weekend, and it looks really good.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a good interaction, though, with characters. I love interacting with the Who's. They were hilarious.
Yeah, how did we not mention this when we were talking about character meals at the beginning?
I guess because it's seasonal, but it's such a good one. When we were there, it must have been 2019, with Krissa, our plates were full of so much sugar. I mean, we had cookies and brownies on our plates for breakfast, right? But these two female Who's came over and sat down with me and Krissa, and they grabbed sugar packets and started literally opening them and pouring sugar all over our already sugary food. And it was Krissa was cracking up.
What I love about this is, like, we've done breakfast in the parks and we've done character breakfast. It's always usually the same crap. It's like pancakes, bacon, sausage, breakfast potatoes, the usual crap. What I like about this is it's completely different to any other breakfast you'll have anywhere else on property.
Yep, it sure is.
I can't wait.
All right, continuing on with Seuss style food. Over at Hop on Pop, you can get Grinch's heart on a pillow for $6.49.
I hope it's the one that's grown 4 sizes then for that price.
All right. You can get a Grinch ice cream sandwich for $6.29.
I've seen that. It looks awesome.
Grinch cookies for $3.79 and a Grinch hot chocolate bomb with hot chocolate for $8.99.
It's expensive.
Yum, yum.
In Circus McGurk's Cafe Stupendous, we have Chris's favourite because he raves about this and has done since he had it the first time, and that is the roast beast sandwich. That is $16.99. It is a French onion soup dipped roast beef sandwich with meatloaf, secret sauce, cheddar cheese sauce, and a tiny mini meatloaf sandwich on a pretzel bun. It looks awesome, and Chris is raving about it. It's enough to get me to want it.
Yeah, we're going to have to try that for sure.
For definite.
Over in Studios at Battery Park, you can get the VBLT, which I guess is a vegan BLT
I would
for
say so.
$11.49. Smoked Tempe, is that how you pronounce that?
Oh.
Okay. Tracy, where are you?
Out upstairs.
Smoked Tempe bacon, Davina tomatoes, arugula, vegan pepper jack cheese, and tomato aioli.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not vegan, so.
No, exactly.
This next one sounds good, though. Turkey dinner. Yeah. $11.49. Pressed artisan cranberry bread filled with turkey and brie cheese. Oh, served with a side of turkey gravy. Holy shish. That sounds good.
My issue is you guys have weird types of gravy. Like we have one type of gravy over here, and it's what you guys call brown gravy. That's just what gravy is. It might be different flavors. They're like chicken.
That's what turkey gravy
onion.
is.
Right, that's what that is it? Because you have like white gravy and the gravy that biscuits comes, it's weird. I don't think I've ever actually had it. Like we have one type of gravy.
Nope, we like our gravy, especially in the South.
Fair enough.
Oh, this sounds good too. Peanut butter fluff and stuff for $10.49. A creamy peanut butter, raspberry jello, and marshmallow cream. It's usually a sandwich.
Okay, I wondered what it was.
So I'm guessing that's a sandwich.
Okay. There is also the chocolate pressed s'mores for $10.49. That's chocolate brioche, ganache, marshmallow cream, marshmallows, and graham cracker crumbs.
Ooh, that's a lot of sugar.
It's all a lot of sugar. And then there's Earl's salted caramel hot chocolate acorn bomb for $8.99. Of course, it is what you expect it to be. It is a salted caramel filled acorn shaped hot chocolate bomb served with hot chocolate. If Tracy was here, she'd say I'm so over salted caramel now.
Yeah. There's
also hot chocolate for $3.99. There is mulled wine. I know Tracy will be participating in that. So I better get my wallet out because that's $13. There's classic nog, which is $14.50. There is deluxe nog. I don't know what that is for $15.50. There's none. I don't even know what nog is, to be fair. Non-alcoholic nog, which is $6.50, and then the Fireball nog, which is $14.25.
I just like hearing you say nog.
It's such a strange word.
Oh, that's funny. And then at the food truck, we can get us some Nashville mac and cheese for $11.99. You can, and that's white cheddar cheese mac and cheese shells, battered chicken, and Nashville style spicy sauce and scallions.
Yes.
Yeah, that hurts my stomach just thinking about it.
Yes.
Or you can get the golden mac and cheese for $11.99. White cheddar cheese mac and cheese shells, battered chicken, golden barbecue sauce, and scallions.
Okay.
Or the pork belly mac and cheese, $12.99. Again, white cheddar mac and cheese shells, sweet potato pork belly hash, and a bourbon pecan sauce.
Now, I've had the pork belly mac and cheese at Big Fire, and it was awesome. So this has got some big shoes to fill.
Yeah, but with sweet potato hash, I don't know.
Strange. And there is also another food trailer, which has the chicken Philly for $14.99, a marinated seared chicken with sautéed green peppers, mushrooms, onions, and white cheddar cheese sauce served with seasoned curly fries. There is a cheesesteak Philly for the same price, and that is seared shaved beef loaded with sautéed green peppers, onions, mushrooms, and yellow cheddar cheese sauce served with seasoned curly fries. And then for those vegans out there, there is the vegan Philly, which is roasted balsamic marinated portobello mushrooms, sautéed onions, vegan pepper jack cheese, vegan secret sauce, served also with seasoned curly fries. A theme park is the only place to eat curly fries. It's the only place that makes sense. They always taste weird otherwise.
I think I can agree with that. Dessert offerings across the resort include the Croissant Moon Bakery, where you can find a vegan butter snowflake cookie for $3.79, a Grinch vanilla mini cake for $5.49, or an ornament sugar cookie for $3.79.
Okay, and at the Today Cafe, mine and Tracy's favourite place, there's the Linzer mini cake, which is $5.49, the peppermint cheesecake pop, which is the same price, the eggnog igloo, which apparently doesn't have a price according to this, the Oreo mousse glacier, I'm going to call that, for $5.49 unless I tell you otherwise, a hot cocoa macaron, the pecan pie cake, that sounds good, $6.49, the chocolate peppermint cake, which is $5.49, the orange cranberry 3-tier mini cake, that screams Christmas, and also you can get Earl's salted caramel hot chocolate acorn bomb from there as well.
And at the San Francisco Pastry Company, you can get a coconut matcha tree for $6.99.
Which kills Tracy because she loves matcha, but she hates coconut.
Not coconut. I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can get it without the coconut on it. Who knows? You can get a chocolate cherry Yule log for $5.99, a mitten sugar cookie for $3.79, a gingerbread whoopie pie for $5.49.
Yes.
And then at Fresh Sheets at City Walk, you can also get a mitten sugar cookie for $3.79 or the ornament sugar cookie for $3.79.
Again, this is what I love about the holidays specifically, but you're starting to see it a little bit with Mardi Gras and definitely a little bit more with Halloween Horror Nights now, that the holidays is the one event at Universal that takes place over the entire resort.
Mm-hmm.
And you're starting to see them do it with Horror Nights a little bit more, with the themed lounge at Cabana Bay and the photo op experience over there, and then the Dead Coconut Club this time. It's starting to reach out beyond just Universal Studios Florida. I think you'll find the same when we get round to Mardi Gras next year, because Mardi Gras is usually very focused on Universal Studios Florida, and I'd like to see that spill out a little bit more. And the mall just be a little bit more resort wide, like Christmas, like the holidays are.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm more excited about next week. The Christmas decorations at Portofino, or seeing you sing karaoke.
No one said that was happening. Although I know I'm going to embarrass myself now. So I sent Gillian a message a couple of weeks ago, and I actually sang it at her, and she was like, I didn't know you could sing. You are getting up on karaoke. And I'm like, it's a bit different doing this to you than getting up in front of a load of people in Rising Star. But anyway, we shall see.
Oh, I mean, have you been to Rising Star? Because most of the people that get up there can't sing a tune if it needed to save their life.
That doesn't mean I have to be another one of those people.
Oh, goodness.
We shall see. It depends how brave I'm feeling.
See.
But yeah, you said
buy your tickets and see if it happens, guys.
I can't believe it's only that this time next week we will be in Orlando. Crazy. It's crazy.
I know.
I might be dead by the end of the week, but we'll see.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Cool. I can't believe we managed to drag that out for an hour, just the two of us.
Just the two of us. Yep. Oh, well. I guess we're the talkers, Lee.
Well, I can talk. I could have done this for an hour on my own, to be fair.
That's very true. Oh, you cracked me up. All right. Well, that is the end of the podcast. We will end this one, as always, with the Universal Is. This one comes from Rob Hoffman. If you would like to get involved, just let us know what you think Universal is in 3 words or less, and send them to podcast@uuopodcast.com. But for this episode, Rob says Universal is where I belong. See ya in Universal.
That was another episode of the Unofficial Universal Orlando Podcast, the best and only podcast about Universal Orlando on the island. Check us out on social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. For all the podcasts, news, and articles, check out our blog at uuopodcast.com. Contact us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. Join the Producers Club by emailing us at uuopproducers@gmail.com. Listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Check out our friends, the Theme Park Duo, for all your other theme park news, and email Michelle at portkeyvacations.net to book your next trip. So until next time, this is Amity 6, Call Off the Marines, we're coming home.